congratulations, I must say. We're only 8 days into 2024, but this is my favourite film of the year so far.
Hey, I think like, wait, I didn't take it. But you didn't take it, so I'm like...
I think it would have been my favourite film from like a good few months of last year as well. I really enjoyed it.
You are so kind.
Really enjoyed it. No, I did. I just have a face that seems facetious, but I do mean it. Jodie, I'll start with you. Your trajectory the last few years has been, astronomical. When you come back and you do a kind of smaller British indie like this, is it a bit like going on a camping holiday after doing some all-inclusives? Like a different sort of buzz?
Is it?
And I mean that in a good way as well.
Yeah, I mean, is it?
Is it Centre Parks? Or is it
the reality is the productions have a lot less money, right? So it's like, I guess so in a way.
Yeah. But what I mean is when you do something like, when you go on a camping holiday, there's like an excitement, a kind of a grittiness. You get a completely different experience from it. You're not
everyone's in it
pool.
together. Everyone's
and not just that. But I don't know. I think you can feel more fulfilled after something like that. And looking at the cast in this yourself, you got Cumberbatch is in there.
You want second name terms for them? I like that.
Yes, Complexities is in there. People. I think I said Benedict. People will probably get it as well. I think when you get like a heavyweight cast in a film like this, it gives you the feeling that there's lots of people who really wanted to make it.
Yeah.
And for both of you, do you get a sense of that when you're on
I think it's true.
Like
I think that's right. I think and that's true of independent film, and what I really experienced on this shoot is like, a lot of the time the odds are stacked against you, whether that be finances or lack of time or babies in every scene.
Yes.
And just really seeing firsthand how much everyone cares about what they're making and are striving to make it possible. That is definitely a quality that this film had given me and I appreciated and I would love to be a part of more. Yeah.
Mahalia, when Jodie was breaking through in about 2018 with Killing Eve, you brought to us some great stuff on TV with like Requiem and The Long Song. After that, I've read somewhere, I think you became a mother in that period.
Became a mum before, actually.
Oh, before?
Yeah, so I shot my first thing, Ellen, with a 4-month-old, which was mad. But yeah, no, but then after that, I had my second kid through the lockdown.
So I kind of wondered whether your experience adapting this story has been almost like a cathartic exploration of things within you, and has Jodie been a kind of like a canvas for you in that regard?
I mean, whoa. That
I suddenly went highbrow. I started on Centre Parks.
Just before lunch.
So I think there was a lot of things that I related to about this story that that nothing else really could, and I hadn't seen it before. I'd never seen motherhood depicted in this way on screen, and there was the play. Like Jodie's brilliant at playing as well, aren't you? You kind of there's kind of presence that's really present and alive to everything. So there were moments where why don't we try this and that, where I was just remembering things as we were going about the experience of being a first-time mum, and we could explore that, So I think to answer your question, yes.
Yeah, we could have just got there with yes, and we would have. No, that was perfect. Did it change your perspective at all on motherhood? Because it is quite intense, and we've seen it depicted in various different ways over the years in film and TV, but going through this journey with the kind of the parallels of leaving one life behind into a new life, I guess, when you become a mother for the first time. How was that experience for you exploring this together?
I think it was beautiful. I mean, it is invaluable having May, and being able to just have really kind of honest conversations and I knew that May wanted to show all the complexities and, how like life affirming it can be, but also how kind of destructive it can be, whether that be to the relationship to your own body or the relationships within your life. And I was so curious about uncovering all that, especially as I'd spoke to like friends who'd had children. Like, I feel like now I appreciate like how just mighty the undertaking is of having a baby and how selfless that act is. And and how it transforms you, whether you're ready or not.
Yeah.
You know, it just kind of catapults you into a different version of yourself, and oftentimes you're expected to have all the answers or, you know straight away what to do, and it's just not the case. And and I feel like that's what we like explore within the film.
And finally, the story sort of sidesteps the usual science fiction sort of disaster tropes of like high sci-fi, and it gives you a much more kind of realistic, subtle view of kind of end of days in a way. And now it arrives on the back of like Storm Henk, like breaking flood barriers in the Cotswolds, and scientists saying how our seasons have changed, which is causing irreparable damage to wildlife and everything else. I just wondered, did you guys get through this whole process without going down any rabbit holes, or do you now have like firm plans in place? Like, I feel I should have a mate
the hills.
Yeah, I should have a mate in the
Scotland.
countryside waiting for me or
Yeah.
something. Some sandbags in the back.
Yeah. You spoke to flood experts on the prep,
they live in
didn't
a
you?
hill. They live on a hill.
Just a hill.
A hill.
They wouldn't tell you, would they?
they actually-
They was like, what hill? He was like, wouldn't you like to know?
They didn't tell me. I'm not lying.
I know, I remember.
Yeah. But like, I've always thought like Wales, I think. Wales, hills of Wales.
Very wet already though over there.
Yeah. But, you know, it's still vibrating from the Ice Age. It can cope.
Nice. I don't even know if that's
You heard
nonsense
it here.
or a real thing.
Folks.
Is Wales vibrating from the Ice Age?
It
That'll
is,
be my
yeah.
Google afterwards. Well, cheers, guys. I hope if this does happen, you do find yourself somewhere nice
I
and
know,
dry. And we all make it to the other side. But I really enjoyed the film.
Thank you.
And I won't be surprised if it's my favourite film at the end of the year as well.
We'll see. We'll see you next
Pulled it
time.
back there, didn't I? Pulled it back.